Hi, my name is Owen Jowett, and I will be presenting the first 5 pages of an original feature-length screenplay that I wrote called Devil's Creek. It is a Western that focuses on a woman's survival in the Old West as she deals with racism and sexism. The script also includes profanity. I am joined by some fellow classmates who will be reading for the characters while I read the action. Exterior, Arizona, prairie, day. Two coyotes play in the prairie grass. They chase each other, bouncing playfully through the field. The coyotes run back and forth through the barren landscape. Insert graphic. There will come a time when you believe everything is finished. That will be the beginning. Louis L'Amour. The coyotes continue to play in the vast prairie. Galloping startles the coyotes, and they look up. Two horses race through the prairie. Their riders are panicked. The coyotes scatter. The horses continue to dash onward. The first rider, Jessie, a mixed-race, 25-year-old woman, glances over her shoulder to look back at the empty landscape behind her. The second rider, Thomas, a 20-year-old African-American male, glances over at Jessie.
He coming yet?
I don't see him, but that don't mean much.
The two push their horses faster as they continue on for a moment. Jessie pulls on the reins of her horse as Thomas follows suit, and the horses come to a stop. The two look out over the entrance to a gorge that leads down to a seemingly endless desert.
Told you we should have gone for the train.
We wouldn't have stood a chance. Logan ain't stupid.
No, we ain't.
Thomas gestures his head back out at the desert.
We don't stand no chance out there either.
We'd best try our start tonight at least, once the sun's down. We'll find good cover down there.
She points to the gorge. Thomas smacks Jessie on the shoulder, gesturing behind them. She looks back. A cloud of dust moves through the prairie.
That's him.
Jessie looks back out at the gorge and desert.
We moving out now?
Nah, head into the gorge. There ain't good cover out there. Yeah.
Jessie and Thomas ride into the gorge. Cut to gorge moments later. Jessie and Thomas gallop through the center of the gorge that twists and turns lower and lower towards the desert. Galloping stops the two as a menacing 40-year-old grizzly white male, Logan, rides his horse around the corner of the gorge to face them. He tilts his hat.
Glad we found you two.
Logan approaches. Thomas and Jessie turn their horses around.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. Ike will be coming around that corner soon, and he's been told to shoot you dead if you come riding toward him.
The two turn back around to face Logan again. All three of them place their hands on their holsters, ready to draw.
If you want the money, you ain't getting it.
Preferably, I don't want nobody getting killed, but that does mean you gotta hand over the money, kid.
Jessie puts her hand inside her jacket and debates pulling something out before she pulls her hand back out, empty.
No, that money don't rightfully belong to you.
You got paid your full shares for the drive. You took more than you deserved.
No. You gave us half shares, and I split the rest between you and Ike.
You ain't paying us proper, and we ain't stupid as to why.
Logan raises his hands into the air innocently.
Hey, you know I ain't got no problem with a woman and a black man riding with me, but you got paid for what you worked.
That ain't true, and you know it.
Galloping comes up behind them. Jessie turns around as 5 more men approach on horses. The man in front, Ike, gray, rotund, and 70, sits forward on his horse and tilts his hat.
Jessie.
Jessie nods back to Ike.
Ike,
Ike stares at Thomas but says nothing. Jessie turns back to face Logan.
we ain't giving you the money. So how you want to go about this?
Logan smiles thinly.
Figured you'd say that.
Logan moves his horse to the side of the gorge.
I'll let you pass, head out into that desert, and in a few days when the buzzards get you, I'll come get my money.
I'd rather just take my chances with you six right now.
Thomas pulls out his pistol and aims it at Logan. Jessie draws her pistol and turns to face Ike and the others. Logan tightens his grip on his own pistol, ready to draw.
Sound good to you?
Fine by me.
It ain't worth it, Jesse.
You don't get to say to that. Not from where you're sitting.
Have it your way.
Logan draws his gun and fires. Thomas is hit in the shoulder. He groans and fires back, missing. Jessie fires her pistol and knocks one of the men from behind Ike off of his horse. She rides forward. Jessie swings the butt of her gun around, smacking Ike in the chest, knocking him to the ground. Thomas rides forward as Logan fires at him again, missing. Thomas passes Logan. Jessie rounds the corner in the opposite direction, away from the men. Logan rides up to Ike.
Ike, get your fat ass up off the ground and stop her.
Logan points at another man.
You're with me.
The two ride off after Thomas. Ike struggles to get back onto his horse. He falls off and tries again, only to fall again. He looks up at the other two men.
Don't wait for me. Get her, stupid fucks.
The two men ride off as Ike tries once again to get back onto his horse. Thank you for listening to the first 5 pages of Devil's Creek.